Hey, President Biden, is Obamacare still a thing? Is it still a thing?
Yes. Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, Biden Care, whatever you call it, yes, it is still a thing. The other side's been trying to repeal it every year since it's existed, but will keep fighting to protect it.
Not just protect it, but expand it, saving millions of dollars for working families. We're covering more people than ever.
Just go to healthcare.gov to learn more.
Yeah, it's still a BFD.
Look, the ads are cringy, and it's quite clear the current president has a former one to thank for taking the White House in the first place, which means...
No, for real, Mr. President. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me here. You know, I was a little confused about why me, but then I was told that you get your highest approval ratings when a biracial African guy is standing next to you, so,
Comedian Trevor Noah speaks truthfully on the matter as it pertains to Joe Biden's legacy. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, there's a lot of people that are concerned. There's a lot of fear tactics are being used right now, Brett. If both of the Georgia senators were elected from the Democratic Party, then that would be 50-50 if both Dan Sullivan and Tom Tillis win. 50-50 means there's a tie. But if one senator does not vote on a Democratic side, there is no tie and there is no bill. So I commit to you tonight, and I commit to all of your viewers and everyone else that's watching, I want to lay those fears, I want to rest those fears for you right now, because when they talk about whether it be packing the courts or ending the filibuster, I will not vote to do that. I will not vote to pack the courts, I think, and I will not vote to end the filibuster.
One of the most corrupt senators in United States history, Joe Manchin, has been treated with kid gloves on the Democrat side, which Noah is quick to remind us of.
of course, the real reason that it's such an honor to be here tonight is that we all get to be in the same room as the most powerful man in the United States. So let's give it up for Joe Manchin, everybody. Where is he? Is he there? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
Rightfully, Noah does not shy away from criticizing Biden and co. in the form of jokes because it is rather truthful. Let's also not forget when a lobbyist said in a leaked video that everything runs through Joe Manchin, earning him the nickname Kingmaker.
The word from the governors in the consortium is great idea, like working with you on the policy level. You talk about yourself in the third person. True or false? It's not a denial. True or false? That you say Cuomo thinks, Cuomo says, we should ask Andrew? Are you sure?
False.
Do you think that you are an attractive person now because you're single and ready to mingle? Do you really think you are some desirable single person and that this is not just people's pain coming out of them?
I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Listen to you. You got an answer for anything. You're feeling pretty good about yourself these days, aren't you?
Remember when we saw this in legacy media? Nothing else could possibly show the embodiment of where we are today with corporate journalism than Chris and Andrew Cuomo yucking it up on CNN. It was embarrassing.
Because it is exciting to be here, even though some people don't think this dinner should even exist, as you said, Mr. President, you know? Because some people think this shows that the media is too cozy with politicians, but what those people don't understand is that you guys have integrity. You would never allow personal connections to affect your ability to be good journalists. Isn't that right, Chris Cuomo? Where is Chris, by the way? Is he here? Couldn't make it?
We need more of this. A lot more. And I know Noah has not been great on many issues, including his inability to speak out on Palestine, but his direct aim at the Cuomos, and with a not so direct shot at CNN, shows our validation of these criticisms on the biggest stage in front of those decision makers at, say, well, CNN.
Accordingly, I am today announcing the suspension of State Attorney Monique Worrell from the 9th Judicial Circuit effective immediately. I'm appointing Judge Andrew Bain to take over as State Attorney for the 9th Judicial Circuit. Judge Bain is currently a judge in Orlando. He is a native Floridian. He attended University of Miami, where he played football, and he received his law degree from Florida A&M Law School. And I trust that he will be a prosecutor that faithfully enforces the law and will keep the communities of Central Florida safe.
It's clear, no one is safe from Ron DeSantis' wrath in the state of Florida. After all, he suspended Monique Worrell, a Democratic prosecutor, citing incompetence. It is the second time he has done so, exposing himself in the process.
Anderson Cooper in the house, man. We got Rachel Maddow. We got Don Lemon. We got Shepard Smith, and so many other huge talents who can no longer be mentioned in Florida public schools. I see you, Ron DeSantis. What's going on, baby?
And of course, it's not just Worrell, it's books, it's the LGBTQ plus community, it's Jewish people, it's the media, and much, much more. DeSantis has ravaged what is a great state and empowered white supremacists by refusing to condemn them.
Have you gotten the booster?
So I've done whatever I did, the normal shot, and that at the end of the day is people's individual decisions about what they want to do. But these boosters, in terms of now Florida,
blah, blah, blah. How hard is it to admit you got boosted, man? It would be wise, since you are so pro-life, to save as many lives as possible, no? For DeSantis, it is simply just a political game.
Ron is playing it coy, man. He won't even tell people if he got the booster, yeah? Or as they say in Florida, don't ask, don't tell. Am I right? I see you, Ron. You see, what I like about Ron DeSantis is like if Trump was the original Terminator, DeSantis is like the T-1000. You're smarter than him. You're slicker than him. You can walk down ramps. Yeah. Because you see, Trump said he won the election, but everyone was just able to look at the numbers and see that he was wrong. That's why Ron DeSantis is one step ahead. First, you ban the math textbooks, then nobody knows how to count the votes. Boom! My man!
Noah continues his onslaught on DeSantis, a man who was potentially involved in torturing inmates and has proven to be a failure when not just running for president, but running his own state into the ground. Boo this man every chance you get.
But let's talk now about your exit from CNN and what's going on in your life since then. After, of course, this is the incident that occurred in 2020, Zoom, there was masturbation, now former colleagues at The New Yorker were involved, among others. You subsequently fired from the magazine. You left CNN. What's life been like for Jeffrey Toobin?
Well, let's talk about the incident itself.
Yeah.
It was a disaster in my life, self-inflicted, self-destructive, and something that I will regret for the rest of my life. I have no excuses. I have only apologies, which I have tried to offer to everyone involved, including very much my family, which was terribly embarrassed by it.
With Noah performing in front of not just corrupt politicians who run our country, but also many complicit media in the room, he then honed in on none other than Jeffrey Toobin.
So please, everyone relax. I know everyone in this room is worried about who catches you laughing at what, but just chill. We're celebrating, we're out. Get comfortable. Not too comfortable, Jeffrey Toobin, not too comfortable. No, you know what? No, don't ooh him, bunch of haters. You know what? So what, Jeffrey? You made a mistake, you whipped it out in front of your coworkers. That's the first step to winning a Grammy for Comedy Album of the Year. You're halfway there, my friend.
Harsh, but the reality. If there are any stories that you want to bring to our attention, whether it is the local level, collegiate level, professional level, national level, that you think would be worthy of a story and us covering, there are so many hours in a day and only so much we see. Submit them to me. Get at me on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok. Send me a DM, send me a tweet, what have you. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.